And that thing, I was like, man, this brother came in. He looked like I feel.
Dude,
That's what I was thinking just now when you walked up.
Look at me.
Look at you, man. I can't fucking take you nowhere. You just fucking put the shirt on.
Start the show.
Nah. Go ahead, baby. Wait, go ahead. He's like, start the show.
Yeah, we're recording. Just start the show.
Man, get those hairy nipples off that screen, motherfucker. I don't need to see that. Hairy ass Italian motherfucker. Hairy ass Italian motherfucker. Saw that shit? Anybody want to see that shit? I don't want to see that shit. What's up, baby? Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gabby G. Garcia. I'm your host, Gabby G. Garcia, here again with my brother, my partner in misinformation, Brian Licata.
What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode. Hey, buddy.
Brian fixed himself up real quick. He first came on here, I thought we were doing like, I was ready to get undressed. I was like, yo, dude, am I overdressed for this shit? How you feeling, my brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I literally just walked in the door from work.
Really?
So the good part about that is, I'm kind of off, and I like that. I like starting an episode like that.
Starting cold, right?
Yeah, starting cold is a great way to start. How are you? How was your week, G? I think you have some news for our viewers.
I have been.
To be honest, I haven't actually even really spoken to you about this too much in depth. We haven't really
spoken at all.
No.
Okay. I have been, as you can see, I look like shit. I feel like I look very pale. Mm-hmm. I definitely lost some weight. I feel like I lost weight. I'm having a very skinny face day today. I've been sick, though. I've been sick. What I've been sick of, we might never know because I don't go running to the doctors because I feel fucking sick.
Gee.
So what I do is I stay home, which is what I did. And I had some, Tylenol, NyQuil, chicken soup, steady diet of some trees. And, I'm almost back to 100%. I'm about 80% now. I was sick for about a week, maybe a little longer.
Now,
I think it started on the last podcast. Wasn't I talking about how my head was I felt like I had like a ingrown hair or something?
Yes. The podcast we did
that wasn't the case because that shit just went from the back of my head and it just went all like from back here all the way up to here was just like tender. It wasn't like a headache. It was like to the touch. Like even right now, if I touch it right here,
yeah. I do remember you saying that. Yes.
Yeah. So that was happening and it was just kind of it was spreading, which had me thinking, tumors and shit, which you even mentioned.
Right.
But then
that's what I thought. I thought it was originally a tumor, people. I thought G had a tumor. I was just trying to put it in his head.
You're trying to put the tumor in my head. But
they can do that to you now.
Then that turned into chills and body aches and a very fluey. I mean, we know it's not flu because no one gets that anymore.
Yeah, G. So what I want to do is I want to run through your symptoms like on a timeline basis. First, I want to start though by saying, everybody, Gary does have COVID.
Gary does not have COVID. If I do, we'll never know.
You don't not have COVID.
We don't know. We won't know. I'm not gonna get caught up in going to see what I've never gotten sick.
So what about an at-home test?
Oh my God, I feel sick.
How do you feel about an at-home test?
We'll have it.
How do you feel about the at-home test? Like if I buy one and send it to you, would you take it?
No, I'm not taking no fucking test.
Why not, dude? Why don't you want to know?
Because I could care less. Like I never really care what the hell the name of the sickness is that I have. I never cared of that. All that matters is, do I get better? Right. That's what matters to me. And guess what? I'm getting better. I went from all right, so go ahead. You want to ask me? Ask me how it started. It started with the pain in the head, thinking that it was like a pimple or a bite. That's what I thought it was. And then it started graduating to thinking it was a tumor. And then like that lasted for, I guess, 4 days, the head thing, the spreading of the head.
Really? It hurt that long for 4 days. That's how long it
4 or
hurt
5
you?
days before any other symptom kicked in. So for all I know, this could still be a tumor, and I just happen to get sick
Right.
in
At the
the
same time.
process of feeling the
Right.
pain
Right.
of this.
Right.
But if I'm looking at it the way it all went on is I got sick. I think I threw up like twice, but that was probably because in 4 days I had like 3 hours sleep.
Right.
I couldn't get to sleep at all. I couldn't fall asleep at all.
Right.
The only time I ever felt like that before was when I accidentally took fucking meth and I was up for fucking 3 days. That's the only time I ever felt like that before. And I didn't actually take anything because I wasn't feeling well, so I wasn't doing anything.
Right.
And then I got sick, man. I was sick. I had a lot of body aches and chills and the heat flashes.
Yeah. See,
I don't think I ever got a fever.
Well, the chills and the heat flashes kind of sounds like you had a fever. I mean, those are usually symptoms of a fever.
You would think.
Yeah.
But
Did you?
I wasn't hot.
Did you take your temperature, or you won't do the thermometer either?
No, I don't have a thermometer, so I didn't take my temperature.
You
know, if they were still taking them over at Trump, I would have went over there and just been like, I don't want to come in, just take my temperature.
What about, did you go like this?
Old school, yeah, old school. I was like, I'm cold, man. I ain't got no temperature. Yeah, old school.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. You know, that's the way I always took my temperature growing up. My mom would come up and she would go, take her hand like this. Then she'd take her face and put it next to my face. And she's like, nah, you're good. You're going to school.
That's what I'm saying, man. You know, like
I get to school, they're like, you have 103-degree fever.
That's right. And don't get me wrong. I'm not anti going to a doctor. You know what I'm saying? Like if I felt bad enough, you know, where I had a fear like, oh shit, something's really, really wrong here.
Right.
I would have went to the doctor.
Right.
But
like you would, if you were willing to take a test, if your symptoms got so severe that it mattered to know what you had, right?
It wouldn't even matter. I mean, listen, if they got to take the test, see, here's the problem that I have too with running to the doctors if you got COVID. Right. What are they going to do when you get there?
Well, there are some things they can do now.
What did they do for you?
They didn't do shit for me though.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I went into
the doctor. They're going to tell you to go home. They're not going to do shit for me either.
No, yeah, you're right about that.
They're going to tell me go home.
Yeah.
So what am I going out there? Listen, if I did have it, once again, we'll never know. But if I did, what is me getting up and going to the doctor doing other than putting more people in danger of having it if that's what I have? When all they're going to do is tell me, you got it, go home.
Mm-hmm. Dude, you know,
does it make sense?
You know what was crazy, bro? When I was going through all that stuff on, like when I was going to take all those tests when I was sick, those like government ran testing sites. You're like, who's paying for this shit? Like I went in and I got tested multiple times. Multiple. Where's that money coming from?
That's what I'm saying. Nobody even questions the fact that they're giving away all this shit for free.
Yeah,
because all it's about is making sure everybody gets that. Why do they want everyone to get that shit so bad? What do you think? You heard Chris Rock. Chris Rock came down with it, right? Chris Rock has COVID, and he put up a tweet saying, just tested positive for COVID. You do not want this. Go out and get vaccinated. But he was vaccinated.
Yeah.
Chris Rock was fully vaccinated and he got it. And then you get all these people who go, well, nowhere does it say it's going to keep you from getting it. It says it's going to make it less and that it lessens your chances of dying. Well, nowhere is that proven because you said it yourself. You said you felt it the same exact way. You were sick for pretty much just as long as the first time.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell people, I'm like, listen, okay, so the one fact you cannot argue is there's no long-term studies off of this vaccine.
None.
One of them.
So there is no proof of nothing yet. This is the study.
Right. Well, then people will say, well, there's other vaccines. But yeah, well, of course, but they're all different. You know what I mean? And they've
been studied and they've been tested for years.
And gee, the one thing that we talked about before, the difference between the Moderna, the Pfizer, and the J&J vaccine. So the Moderna and the Pfizer are both mRNA vaccines, which we can look up what those are. Those are actually physically changing something inside of your body. They're not like an old school polio vaccine, which would introduce some elements of whatever virus it is that'll introduce that into your body. That's what Johnson & Johnson is. But those other ones are actually, they don't have any sickness in them.
No, it's changing your DNA.
RNA specifically, but yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Well, it's doing something to the inside of you. Mm-hmm. It's doing something. For what reason, I don't know, but wouldn't you like to know the reason?
Yeah.
You know, isn't anybody curious to know the fucking reason? Yo, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's me, dog. Maybe I just got trust issues, man. You know, and I do. I got trust issues. But apparently no one seems to care about that.
Oh, you know what's also really weird, and I just figured this out is, oh man, dude, I fucked up. I had Moderna stock and I bought it at like $70 and I fucking sold it at 170. And now it's at $400.
See that?
But you know what's really weird? So it's an mRNA vaccine, right? And when you type in mRNA on Google, well, here's what comes up. Actually, I'll just show you guys. Let me get this set up here. All right, share screen. All right, you with me? You see the screen, G?
Yeah.
All right, mRNA, right?
Wait, what did that last search say? What did that say? Gabby Petito?
Yeah, we got to talk about her too.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
It's
I
the
know
girl,
what that
dude,
is.
yeah.
Yeah. That's right. I mean,
G, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, G just thought he called me in some shit.
I thought I caught you in some sick shit just now. I was like, what the fuck is he fucking? It just looked weird. It looked like it was something, you know what I'm saying? That shit looked weird. I thought that said like granny porn or some shit. I was like, the fuck is this dude checking out his search thing?
And honestly, dude, I was really actually worried there for a second when I first typed it up. I was like, oh shit, I wonder what's gonna show up.
Yeah, son, everything's a rat, dog. Why your computer got to show you everything you look? Man, why you guessing? Let me put the shit in. Don't guess.
Yeah. All right, so look, so we do mRNA, right? Boom. Whoa, that's weird, dude. It didn't come up like that. Whoa, that's very strange.
They knew you were talking.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? What did it come up before?
Yeah, it came up like this.
Okay.
This is what came up. You see it? Well, dude, that was really weird how different it was. All I did was hit enter again.
Yeah.
And a different screen came up. This is what came up. Market summary Moderna, which their ticker code is mRNA, and they have the mRNA vaccine. It focuses on vaccine technologies based on messenger RNA. I guess it's probably done like that on purpose.
That messenger mRNA. I wish I was smarter. I wish I knew what the fuck they were talking about.
I know, bro. I know. And the fucked up part is people will say, you know, I'm not smart enough to know that. Let's leave it to the experts. And then what they do is they listen to the experts that are on the news source that they're watching. So like these are your curated experts is who these people are. It's all your information is curated for you. And really, honestly, people, this is something I've been trying to talk about more. G, if this podcast you get anything out of, it's to, you don't have to believe in what we're saying, but just don't believe in what other people are telling you.
Just question everything.
Question everything.
If you have a question, ask that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like if it don't make sense, dog, if it don't make sense to you, don't let somebody tell you, nah, it makes sense. No, it don't. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Yep.
And yeah, I got sick, and who knows? It could have been COVID, because the truth of the matter is, although I didn't have no real symptoms other than the chills and the heat shit, that's COVID, because I didn't have a headache. It's not a headache. It's a tenderness in my head to the touch. You understand what I'm saying? So that's not really, is that COVID?
No, it's a tumor, bro. We talked about this.
I had nothing in my chest, nothing in my nasal. There was no congestion, but it could still be COVID, because COVID has it's anything that could be anything. So, you know, even if I did, so what? I had it. I'm getting over it. I feel like 85% now. At no point did I feel like I was going to die, although I wanted to. There were points I was like, just take me now, Lord, because it was just, I didn't sleep for 4 or 5 days. Yeah. I couldn't sleep because I can't lay on the fucking pillow because my head's too fucking tender to lay on the fucking pillow.
Really?
Yeah, but now that it's on one side, I could lay on this side and I'm getting some sleep. But big up to Mama Cat. Pew, 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 pew. Mama, she's the queen. She knew I wasn't feeling well, dude. She's been with me the whole time.
Really?
Laying in bed with me the whole time. I get up, she gets up, checks to see where I'm going. I go back in bed, she jumps right back up with me. Starts cuddling and purring to make me feel better.
They know what's going on, dude. Real.
She always does that when I don't feel well.
They know what's going on. My dog was the same way. When I was sick, he looked out for me, you know?
Man,
He was more well behaved too during that time than he usually is.
Exactly.
You know,
she only bit me once in a week. She's learning. She's trying. You know, she got anger issues. Of course, I would have a cat with anger issues.
My dog's depressed. He's like Eeyore.
Well,
I'm not. Do you think
you're
I'm
like an Eeyore? You're not like an Eeyore, man. You do have a little Eeyore appeal.
You think so?
I don't know where I get it from, but yeah, I don't know.
You think
maybe
I have
it's
a little
the hairy arms?
You think I have like just a little bit of a darkness to me?
Well, you obviously got a little bit of a darkness to you. You know, I was thinking today, right before we started doing this, right? I was thinking about what it must have been like to know you, because I was just having a conversation with somebody who deals with like a lot of addicts and stuff like that, and a person was coming into the hospital trying to get drugs. Trying to refill a prescription from, and they were like saying all kinds of shit. And I said, yeah, they were doing that junkie talk.
Right.
You know, where you just try to dance around shit.
Right.
And then I thought to myself, I wonder what it was like when Brian was, you were probably pretty good with that junkie talk, right? Did you ever try to pull that junkie talk on someone where you're just like, yo, man, and trying to get around something, you know, yo, man, my car just now ran out of gas completely. I don't even know how. It said I had 30 miles left on it, and then it just died. And you know,
I used to raffle off laptops at Spanish barbershops. Like you would not. I was like a motherfucking auctioneer.
The lips ain't syncing up. See, that's how I know you're doing that junkie talk now, because your lips ain't even syncing up to your words.
Give me your money. I won't spend it on crack.
So that we what, laptops? Where would you get laptops from?
You know, I'd find them different places or whatever, you know, someone would, sell it to me, I'd buy it for somebody for a price and then sell it again. I mean, when you're working.
That was your thing, laptops?
No. I mean, dude, everything was my thing.
You didn't get into car radios. Those weren't big when you were.
No, they weren't really big. I wasn't really a theft kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't trying to do any like breaking and entering and stuff like that.
Yeah, so you were more of a drug talk hustler, trying to like, yo, son, let me get.
Well, so I was more
$22 for a train ride home.
I was more of the business type person who would find somebody who stole a bunch of laptops, right?
And then you kind of make a little.
And then I'd break them down, right, on the price, and then I'd take it and I'd find it somewhere else and sell for higher. I would have a better pitch, a better hustle, or be willing to wait long enough to get the price I wanted to let it go. You know, I had a little bit of discipline when it came to that kind of stuff, but I would go into a barbershop with some laptop I bought from somebody for like fucking $20 and start the bidding at like $500 and then get them down to like $250 on this thing.
Sell it for $25.
That I bought for $25, in between $25 to $100. You know, I knew if I could buy this thing for under $100, I could probably sell it for $250 somewhere.
Well, that's the way you try. That's right. The hustle, right?
So, I mean, shit, dude, it's, you'll do anything. You'll do anything when you're poor, bro. If you don't have money and you need something, especially if you have
this drugs fucked up, because I know people who have money and still did fucked up shit. You know, they didn't have to do it, but they were high. You don't make great decisions when you're high.
You don't, dude. No, not especially not on something. There's difference about making bad decisions when you're under the influence, but then there's also the difference of being physically dependent on something that controls what you do. Those are different things.
That's another reason why I never got into any of that shit. Because like for me, when the shit is gone, it's gone.
Right.
I never really went, other than weed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Other than weed, I've never really went out of my way to try to find something. Like, if I wanted something and it wasn't around, it wasn't around. Fuck it. I didn't.
Right. You weren't gonna freak out. Yeah.
Other than weed, there was no drug that I was like, I'll spend my last dollar on.
But see,
there was a time when I was like, if I have a choice between weed and food, I'd get weed.
Right.
there was a time, but I was in my 20s and like, you know what I'm saying? I was in my 20s. I was young. I could go days without eating.
I think there are a lot of people similar to you who, other people have similar personality types to you, and they go to, therapists and psychiatrists and get put on medications that you don't, and you just smoke instead, Like, I think there are a lot of people like that.
Yeah, if I didn't smoke weed, dude, they'd have me on all kinds of fucking pills, dude. They would have me on all kinds of pills. They'd give me a pill for antidepressant,
Right.
which who isn't depressed? If you're not depressed, then you crazy, dog.
Right,
Who isn't a little depressed every now and then? But they'd have me on something for that. And then that would have some sort of effect. So they put me on something else, like they do in those rehabs.
Right. Well, listen, dude, when I was working in that field, I remember, talking to a kid who I was very close with, who, I would be the guy who would count the pills to make sure you're not taking more of, whatever, bullshit pharmaceutical your psych has you on. And you look at this kid and he's like, oh man, like they haven't like, my meds, they haven't like figured out, like they're not right yet. Like they got to figure out how to balance it. I'm like, bro, what you need to do, I'm not a doctor, but maybe you shouldn't take 7. Why don't you try to get it down to like 1 or maybe 2?
Or maybe just smoke a joint.
But when you have, for real, dude, but I mean, even if you're like, it's like people who shoot speedballs, bro. They or people who smoke crack and then do heroin to come down. Like, this is what you're doing. You're switching the drugs for pharmaceuticals,
Man. That's a hard one. Smoking crack and then doing fucking heroin to come down. Woo! That's made my teeth hurt. I think I just lost a tooth. I think just talking about that shit made me lose it. You got great teeth. You should be happy.
I took care of myself, bro. Just because I like to get fucked up doesn't mean I didn't take care of myself.
That's what I say. Why do you gotta look fucked up? Because you like to get fucked up.
Right.
I mean, right now I look fucked up, but this is sickness, man. I've been sick, man. What you want? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. He's got COVID, people. Once again, Gary has COVID. Anybody watching this podcast, Gary has COVID.
I got something stuck in my tooth. That's what I got. COVID. The fuck out. Even if I had it, so what?
I mean,
I think I had that shit back in the day when it was still bass, before it became crack.
I love that, dude. That's a great line. I just honestly, I kept getting the COVID test because I needed them for work. I didn't really care. I didn't do anything, bro. I slept. It's what I do when I'm sick.
Once again,
everybody, I sleep for hours.
I don't remember a time other than before 2020, when anybody got sick and they ran off to a doctor to see what it was that got them sick.
Well,
I don't remember that. Maybe some people did, but I didn't do that. I got sick.
Can you tell me what it was like with AIDS when AIDS kind of hit? Because you were.
How could I tell you what it was like, man? How would I know what it was like for AIDS, man? I wasn't a heroin addict or gay.
Yeah, but wasn't there a point where before they associated it with drug users or gays, didn't they think it could be anybody? Like, didn't they not know it was? Yeah,
but I mean, that started what, 1980, I think, is when AIDS first fucking came on the scene.
I don't know. I thought that would have been when you were coming
80s,
up.
I would have been like 10. I would have been like 10, 11 coming up in it. So it was like, it was going on, but I didn't give a fuck. I wasn't,
So what year were you like 18? What year would that have
1988.
88. Okay, so you were born in 70. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So you really came up like in the 90s was really like your era, I guess, right?
Yeah, the mid 80s to the 90s. Yeah.
Right.
Like I was a child in the 70s. I was a child in the 70s. It was great. Being a child in the 70s was fucking great, man.
I think being in your like 20s in the 70s probably would have been amazing.
It was probably, man, that would have been dope. That would have been dope, man. To be like 20 in my 70s, dude, Studio 54 and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That would have been dope. Yeah, man. But, listen, I came up when I did, and like 90s was more my year. The 20s, 90s to 2000s. 90s was dope too, man.
Yeah, you had some great culture and influence that came out of New York, particularly in the 90s. I mean, that's the advent of rap, really, right? Like that's it. The 90s in New York City, right?
Yeah, I mean, 90s was the shit, dude. Clubs were still popping. I mean, live
90s,
shows were popping. I was doing music. It was fucking great.
The 90s would have been, P. Diddy, Jay-Z, Biggie Smalls, like all those guys would have been in anywhere from the early to mid 90s, right?
Yeah, I mean, KRS was still in there.
Yeah,
KRS, I did a lot of work with him. Chris, Cool G Rap was still doing stuff, man. De La Soul, fucking
De La Soul. I've seen De La Soul perform live before.
Yeah, fucking Organized Confusion.
Yeah.
Them dudes came out when I was doing my shit. Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
You know,
Wu-Tang.
all them dudes was coming up. It was like the old school, new school kind of, that transition type shit again, but into Biggie and all of them. But it was a great time, man. I thought it was dope.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It must have been amazing.
Yeah, I had a lot of good times.
There's always something romantic.
I've had an interesting life,
dude. Yeah, I think I have too. I don't want to be a boring person.
You're not.
I like everything that happened to me. I know I'm not boring. I'm far from boring.
How can you be boring? You roll with me, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? How can you be boring? You got my number.
Yeah.
You have to block me after 10 o'clock to not call. Even though you've been hitting me up kind of late lately.
I know, dude. Well, I
was sick the other day, laying in bed moaning like a little bitch, and I was getting bling, 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 and I'm like, what the fuck is this dude doing up? It was way past your bedtime.
Well, I mean, dude, here's what I've been trying to do, bro. Honestly, I've been trying to, stay up later. I've been trying to be sillier, be more creative,
You gotta be a free spirit, dog.
I know that's what I'm
when you want to be up and go down when you want to go down, dog. But you can't do that because you're still tied to the 9 to 5, man.
I gotta get paid, bro.
Yeah,
I got expensive tastes. I gotta.
Look, I'm out there busting my ass, dog. Right? One day someone will give a fuck what we gotta say. One day, maybe not today, but one day someone's gonna want to hear what you got to say.
I just want it to be before I die, bro.
So, boom, Gabby. What's the last name?
Oh, Petito. Yep.
Petito.
Okay.
Gabby Petito, man. My condolences to her family and her. And all I know is that, the minute you sent me that, it was like obvious. It was obvious that, they were going to find the body. They weren't going to find her.
Right.
If y'all don't know, Gabby Petito is a chick who, like the latest in a string of white chicks to go missing and allegedly murdered by their boyfriend. But what else would it be? You know what I'm saying? This chick went.
Yeah. So
what was she, like, hiking around the world or something? They were doing some sort of long hike.
Yeah. So we'll break this shit down, bro. They had one of those typical, camper vans, like a Mercedes Transit van that was tricked out into this, obviously, like you said, white people thing.
I didn't say it, but I was thinking it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a white people thing. You're not going to catch any Puerto Ricans living in a van. They could fit 15 in a minivan, but they would not be in a camper van.
Yeah, in a camper van. Well, I don't know. You could find some Mexicans and Puerto Ricans there, but the fact that they were a couple going around the country hiking,
right?
With their sandals and their backpacks.
Yeah, and
that's white people shit.
And you know what? To be honest with you, bro, there is something of an allure that I have to that, in the sense of, I like that they're just being like, kind of fuck you to the capitalist, like, I'm not going to work sort of thing, and kind of be like a little bit of a nomad. I like that to a certain extent,
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a free spirit, dude.
Right. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And listen, man, your whiteness will call you, dog. It'll call you. I don't know how it calls you. You'll hear it.
So the call is usually it's usually it's off beat,
Yeah, it's like it got no rhythm.
It doesn't sound very good.
It's like the call of the white. You heard of the call of the wild? That's the call of the white. You gotta do something. It's in you, man.
Yeah,
it's in you. It's like me. I can't help but dance when I hear fucking timbales or congas or and if I have a bottle in my hand and a ring on, forget about it.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden you'll just take a sandal and you'll just swing it across the room.
If I have it's in you. You hear some music.
I heard when a Puerto Rican mother throws a chacla, it comes back to her like a boomerang. Is that true?
I don't know. My mom's is more of a belt and stick kind of a person.
Son.
Yeah, she was more belts and sticks.
The dark-skinned Puerto Rican.
She can get it in.
Yeah,
she can get it in. I didn't like the belt. I used to hide the belt, and it only made it worse.
Yeah, it's not good. All right, so let's. I want to show this to the crowd.
Yeah,
so here's the timeline, right? So, the van leaves from New York, and I don't think she was in here, like she was in on the ride from the beginning in New York. I think she met up somewhere. But anyway, they stop in these other, these other parts. And the first date
Colorado Springs.
Yeah, August 12th, Arches National Park. So they got in this domestic altercation, which what the cops said about it.
Oh yeah, look at her, man. They're not gonna give up looking for her. Come on, man. You want to murder a white girl, you better make sure she ugly.
Yeah, so
ain't getting away with no pretty white girl like that, murdering a pretty white girl like that.
So on August 12th, the police in Moab, Utah, respond to an incident involving Petito and Laundrie, her guy.
And Laundrie's a man.
Right, Laundrie's the guy, and he said that she hit him with her phone, and then grabbed the van steering wheel to pull over, and then the police were behind them or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So it's not like super clear, right? What happened?
Well, she probably look. I'm not saying she didn't get handsy.
Right.
She's a white chick, of course. She probably got handsy, hit him with the phone.
Yeah.
You know, for all you know, it could have been an accident.
Right.
He could have popped the one, and she went over a cliff or something. You know.
Right. Yeah. So then on the 25th, like what is that? 13 days later, Gabby calls her mom and is like, "Hey, we're about to go up to like,
wherever the next stop."
Actually, I take that back. She called her friend and said we were going up to Wyoming. And then she texted, or somebody from the phone texted her friend and then her parents, like 3 days later. Yeah.
3 days later. Yeah. But they don't know if that was her because they hadn't heard from her for 3 days.
Right. Right. And bro, I tell you what,
the boyfriend, but wait a minute, you're leaving out an important thing. The boyfriend then shows up home.
Mm-hmm.
The parents hadn't heard from this girl for like 10 days. And the boyfriend shows up home, doesn't call her parents.
Dude, it was longer than
Doesn't say nothing. He's there for like 10 days or something like that.
Yep.
Before he's even asked a question. And by the time the cops even ask a question, he's already lawyered up.
Yeah. And now he's out, dude. Now they can't find him. They have no idea where this cat's at right now, as of right now.
Yeah. So now the parents call up the police after he's already been home, and they say their son's missing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is before, because now they found the body.
Right.
That they say.
Right. And then the thing was, dude, the parents didn't even report this girl missing until September 11th.
Yeah.
Which is really weird. 11th. And I remember hearing about this like in the news before.
But why wouldn't the parents, if they hadn't heard from her since, when was the last time the parents heard from her? It says
she got a strange text on August 30th. So she doesn't, the mother doesn't hear from her for almost 2 weeks, like 12 days.
And she was hearing from her every day.
Yeah, or every other day, really. But you don't hear from your kid for 2 weeks. You get a cryptic text, and then 2 weeks later, you're like, hey, maybe I should like report that missing. Like I'm like, so there's something weird going on with the family here, bro, because that shit don't sound right, bro.
You think there's something weird on her side of the family too?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So the girl's mother, Gabby, Gabby's mother, August 30th, gets a weird text and says, hey, I don't know if this is from my daughter, and then doesn't report her missing until 2 weeks later. Right? Isn't that odd? You would wait 2 weeks?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
What explanation do you have for that? As Gary, would you ever do that if you didn't hear from your son for 2 weeks, no matter what was going on?
No, I'd have to start fucking looking for my son.
That day, what would you start looking for your son?
Hard to say, man, because sometimes my son like won't pick up for a while. But if it was over a week, yeah, I'd have to start like.
If you got a weird text message from him,
I'd start calling people
and then
up.
You tried to get a hold of him, and yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah, I start
like
calling
you're not
people
asking
up.
Everybody, right?
Yeah. Like if I called up his mom's and she was like, I haven't heard from him. I don't know where that motherfucker is.
Right.
That's how she'd say it too. I don't know where that motherfucker is. I don't know. I'd be like, what do you mean you haven't heard from him in 2 weeks? I don't know where he is. He could be anywhere. Yeah, then I'd have to, yeah.
So now they found their body in Wyoming, in the Teton.
And they only found it.
Park.
They only found it because somebody on the internet,
a YouTuber,
was going through his pictures and saw a picture of that van. The cops weren't even That's another thing. The cops aren't even looking into this dude as a suspect or a person of interest. They're like, we're not even going to expand any more looking for him. They're stopping the search for this dude.
Oh well, no, dude, they looked for him. They looked for him for a while in Florida.
I'm saying, but they're stopping. They said they were stopping the search for him.
When recently?
The shit you sent me yesterday, dude. The shit you sent me yesterday. The dude was saying how they're not gonna waste any more energy trying to find him. You know, that they didn't find nothing of foul play or some shit. I think it's odd that the dude would come back home without his lady. He left with the lady, came back without the lady.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Doesn't say nothing to no one. And then the last time the parents see him, they said he was going to go hiking again. He just came back. He was leaving to go hiking.
Right.
I mean, right away, just all that bullshit. I was like, all right, he murdered her. I mean, I don't.
So
here's
the thing.
I don't know shit. So don't. This is just my opinion. Okay, is that he murdered her? Now, did he do it on purpose? I don't know. It could have been a fight. She could have been handsy. She could have been, she could have smacked him in the face. His feelings got hurt. He strangled her or something. I don't know. We'll see what the autopsy says. But, he definitely, I knew that right away. Right away. I mean, there's certain things you can't,
Yeah. I mean, obviously he killed her. And then even if there's some like small chance he didn't kill her, he was still involved in her death, So the one thing to keep in mind, though, is that where they were, or where her body was allegedly found in Teton, Wyoming, that's like Yellowstone. This is like wilderness, bro. Like you might as well be in the middle of fucking Alaska. So the fact to find the body out there, I don't really know if you like. It'd be like someone telling you, "Hey, I bought you a Rolex and I hid it somewhere in New York City. If you find it, it's yours." You know what I mean? Like the odds of you finding that place before something else picks it apart or grabs it.
But that's what I'm saying, man. And it wasn't even the cops who found it. It was the fucking YouTuber.
Right. Which is also like kind of weird too, bro. There's so many layers to this shit. This is
movies are made of.
Yes. And what do you always say? What's your key phrase? Art doesn't imitate.
Oh no, man! Art don't imitate life. Art imitates life. Life don't imitate art.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nah, dude. That's why it's a fucking Forensic Files waiting to happen. It's the new season of Forensic Files waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
People get so fucking engulfed. I'm surprised it's actually not bigger news. But then again, I wouldn't know because
dude, it is. Yeah, it's everywhere.
I don't watch the news.
It's huge news. People who don't watch the news, know about this. Yeah, this is like the top story.
Really? See, look at that.
Yeah.
I don't watch the news. See how much you save of stress when because like in reality, do I need to know this story? What could I do for her?
You do. All right. So this is, you see this area where my mouse is right here?
Yeah.
This is the general area of where she was kind of at. So it's just like, look, dude. Look at where this is. Wyoming, like the northwest corner of Wyoming on the Montana and Idaho border.
And yet they find people over there, man. They knew. See, here's the thing: they knew she was in that area,
right? And
it's not like they just guessed that area, so they knew she was somewhere in that area. And when the YouTuber sent the picture of the truck, they knew it was still in that area. And in that picture, you see her slipper on the floor. In the picture that the YouTuber took.
Let me find it.
That shit is crazy, man. I mean, is he a psychotic killer? I don't know. It could have been a moment of passion, smashed the head on a rock or something, and now he's panicking and he's running. Wouldn't be surprised if maybe, we find him next. You think he gonna just run, or you think the dude might feel guilt and, who knows?
This dude, bro, if he's not in Mexico right now or fucking Cuba or something like that, he's a jackass.
He's probably like fucking 7 blocks from his house.
Yeah, they always are.
Get caught because people aren't smart, man.
Yeah,
there's a thing of kind of like when you do, like I said, I don't know maybe he feels like he did something wrong, and if he feels that way, then there's gonna be that thing in him that compels him to get caught. It's like that movie Crime and Punishment. I mean, that book, Crime, is that the name of it? Crime and Punishment?
Oh, dog, here, I got the video.
Yeah, crime and punishment. You know, it says that the dude, sets out to commit the perfect crime. But
here, I got the video, bro. All right, so this is from the YouTube channel Red, White, and Butane. Here, hold on. I'm gonna try to get the sound up here. So this is from Red, White, and they're like a family of van people.
Please don't hesitate.
Yeah, as we're coming up on it, we're approaching it up here on the left hand side. This is most definitely Gabby Petito.
Screensaver. I'm hearing it, but I'm only seeing your screensaver.
All right. I'm gonna try again. All right, you ready?
Time's the charm, baby.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Can you see it on the screen?
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. Ford Transit van. Wild, like insane a little bit because we drove past. We actually weren't able to find any sites.
There it is, bro.
And we ended up driving back through, saw it again.
There it is.
But here it is on the left. So.
And I slowed it down so you can possibly see it a little bit better.
But kind of freaky for a late Saturday evening, but we just kind of had a brain fart. Oh my God, there's that van. So if anybody can help, I know the FBI is looking.
Wow. So that's the dude who found it, who helped them find her. And her body was like somewhere right around there, right?
Yep. Yeah, wow, this is crazy. Yeah, so it's like those people, they're like a family. Check out their YouTube channel if you're interested in what they're doing. But shout out to them for maybe helping find this.
Shout out to them, man.
Yeah.
Dude, the internet be solving crimes, dog. Like that cat shit. What's that cat shit that was out there, that movie? Something with cats. Don't go fucking with cats.
Oh yeah, don't fuck with cats. Yeah,
don't fuck with cats. You're the one who told me about that shit, right?
I don't think so. No, I've never seen that actually.
Oh, you never seen it?
Nah, it sounded like a dumb premise. That's why I didn't watch it.
Dude, that shit. See, man, there you go judging everything again with your fucking. You're so bougie little motherfucker over here in his little white V-neck, fucking. So fucking bougie. He's like, no, I didn't see it, dude. I tell you, you tell me to watch something. You know what I do?
You listen to me because I have good taste. That's why you watch it.
Actually, no. Everything you've told me to watch has not been good, but I've checked it out. You know why? Because
I dare you.
You told me to freaking watch it.
I dare you to find one show that hasn't been good that I've turned you on to.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to go through the episodes. I'll let you know. But all I could say is, I tell you to watch it. You don't even give it a chance. It sounds like I don't like the way it sounds. It looks like it's stupid. Just so judgy, man. Judging books by the cover and the titles and all that shit. That's why you'll never find no diamonds in the rough, yo.
No.
See? Look at that. Cockiness. That's what it gets you, brother. See? I've been watching Mandalorian. I've been learning my fucking my force.
And who turned you on to that one?
I've been working on my daughter.
No, I turned you on to that.
No, my daughter told me yesterday, you still haven't watched Mandalorian. I said, no. She goes, I gave you the Disney account so you can watch Mandalorian. And I said, I'll watch it tonight. So
he doesn't have a daughter, people. I told him.
Yes,
he's
you
lying on the
did tell
podcast.
me to watch it, but I started watching it because of my daughter, not because of you, because I can't trust everything you say. Plus, you be not watching anything I tell you to watch, dude. I tell you to watch some shit. You don't watch it.
Well, I'm sorry, Gary.
You know how much dumb shit I've watched since I've been sick? That's the worst part about being sick. I've been watching dumb shit.
I didn't realize I would offend you that much, man. I'm very sorry. I didn't realize you were so sensitive, bro.
Yo, that movie, that cat shit is crazy. You even know what it's about? Do you know what it's about? You don't even know what it's about. You don't even know what it's about. All right? It's about this kid. This fucking kid went on the internet and he put up a video of him torturing a little cat.
Okay.
And a lot of people got upset about that and started trying to find the dude, through whatever they call those internet people. They look at my house, they look at the shit in the picture and in the video, and they try to figure out where the video came from first. Then he posted another one of him feeding like a bunch of kittens to a snake.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And sent it. And then what happened was enough people started getting sickened by this that they started a group that started looking for this guy.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now this guy started taunting them.
Okay.
and sending them videos of him torturing all kinds of shit. And eventually the dude becomes a serial killer. The dude winds up, and it's a true story, killing people. And they help to find the motherfucker.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that. That sounds like an awesome movie.
No, because you fucking judge shit by the fucking title. It's a fucking great fucking, I mean, it's hard to watch. It's hard to fucking watch, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you love cats. But it's called Don't Go Fucking With Cats because that's how they started. They were able to find this dude where he was, like in what area, by the electrical fucking box on the wall.
Oh, would it have like it had like a number on it or something? Like
no, the way the plugs were. They were like, well, that plug goes, it was like a T plug with something else.
Right.
In other words, like in Europe, their plugs aren't exactly the same as ours.
Oh, yes,
I don't know.
Yeah, the outlet, the electrical outlet. Yeah, yes. So you can narrow it down based off of that. Yeah, okay.
And then it wound up, the dude actually wound up sending him a snuff film. You know what I'm saying? And they
snuff film.
What murdering somebody. The kid murdering a person.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah. It's a good fucking flick, yo. I mean, it's a documentary, dude. Right up your alley, but I guess they didn't name it right.
Huh. I didn't. It's a documentary, so it's not a drama. It's a documentary.
No, it's a real true story documentary.
See, man, the thing that fucks me up about that is just like the animal torture for one thing. I really don't like. Like I don't want, I don't want to get like bummed out. Like I like.
Oh well, it's gonna bum you out. Yeah.
Yeah, I like historical documentaries and I like thriller documentaries, but it's hard to watch something with like.
I did not even know it was gonna take that turn that it did. It was insane. But once again, I mean, they only show it like twice, and they don't really show it. They blur it, but you know what's going on.
Right.
So
maybe I'll just fast forward through that stuff. All right,
it is what it is. But that is a crazy ass shit. I've been watching a lot of bullshit though. Like I got caught up watching The Strangers. Did you ever check it? The Strangers? They had it on Netflix. I can't with these fucking horror movies, man.
Yeah, I feel the same way, dude. Are you talking about Stranger Things or Strangers?
What is it? Strangers. No, Strangers. It's a movie. It's old.
Okay.
It's about, it got the dude with the fucking bag over his head and the two chicks with the mask on and go to this person's house. It's fucking here's the problem that I have with all these fucking movies, man. And in a way, it's like, I don't know if they're subliminally trying to get people just to be idiots. Cause it's like the whole movie is these three people, right? One's a dude, two chicks. The dude got an axe, the chicks got knives. Mm-hmm. And they're tormenting this family of four.
Okay.
Now, you just heard what I said right off the bat, right? These three people, right? One dude, two chicks are tormenting this family of four.
Right.
The family already got one more person than they got.
Right.
And two more dudes, because there's two dudes and two chicks against two chicks and a dude.
Right.
They got knives and the dude got an axe. These motherfuckers are in the house, right? And all they're doing is running. At no point, because it's not their house, but are they looking for weapons? How about grab a stick, a fucking, the mic, the fucking glass, a bottle,
right.
A
baseball bat from the garage.
A baseball bat. How about any of that? No, they're not looking for that. They're just running, right? All four of them. And they're all full grown. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The kid's probably like about 17, 18. He's in his prime and shit, Mm-hmm. They're running all over the place. And then, of course, the father says, me and the son are going to go try to find a way out, and leaves the daughter and the mother there. Splitting up is the dumbest shit in the fucking world.
Yeah, you never want to do that.
The fuck do people split up in these movies for all the fucking time? It's just to put them in position.
They need some sort of event to get them to probably to the third act is what they need.
And find some way to separate them without them wanting to be separated. You understand what I'm saying? Like, put some realness to the fucking thing. I'm sorry. I know we're looking at, make-believe movies and shit, but it's like...
Well, it's honestly...
It's like you got to throw your brain out at the door.
It's bad writing, bro. That's all it comes down to is bad writing. And that's why I won't watch a lot of shit, like you're saying, that I won't watch a lot of recommendations because I can't stand bad writing.
Yeah, but see, listen to what I'm telling you, dog. I tell you this. It's not like I don't tell you this. I'm not telling you to watch the fucking movie. I told you the movie was fucking garbage. You know what I'm saying? It's so garbage. I was yelling at the TV the whole time because
the mother and the daughter
get attacked
I've taken
by one
your
chick with a knife.
recommendations.
One chick with a knife. The mother and the fucking daughter. And the daughter's up in the ceiling and she's trying to pull the mother up and the girl just comes behind her and she's standing there and she's still like, and she just starts stabbing the shit out of the moms. And I'm like, at what point does the mother, like when she's behind her, turn around and fight? And the daughter, why doesn't she jump down and kick the shit out that bitch?
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's a bad movie.
No, it gets worse. Because then they show the father and the son, and guess what they find?
More
they
people
find
with
a gun.
Oh.
They find a gun. Click, click, click. And what do? Run. They're running. They get back in the car and they're driving like they're scared. What are you scared of? You got a gun. You just bought a gun to a knife fight. What are you scared of? You got a gun, and now you're in your car. If you see them, hit them with the fucking car.
Right. Or just get your wife and your daughter and get them in the car and drive away.
But of course, because they're all sporadic, they wind up crashing. At no point, right? And they kill off the mother and the father. At no point, I think, do they even shoot a bullet.
Right.
At one point, the bitch is stabbing his sister. And he's like, get off my sister with the gun. I'm like,
it's just fucked up, dude. Why don't we have a movie if this is the case?
Dude, that movie would have never happened with my family. If I was like me, my ex-wife, and my kids, that shit would have never, that movie would have been about how these people went to the wrong house.
Right. We should make that. We should. That is actually a funny idea for a spoof horror flick. Is that, you know, three monsters go to a house to rob this family, and then they just get terrorized by a bunch of Puerto Ricans.
Dude, they would have been in the wrong house. The minute I got the gun and I found the gun, I'd have been out there calling their names.
Yeah.
I'd have been out there, yo, where you at?
Come out to play.
Where you at? No, these dudes is terrified. What are you terrified of? You got the gun. You don't even have to stand next to them. Right. 5 feet away. Get 5 feet away. 3 feet away. Pop them. There's 3 of them.
So
2 of them are girls.
Bro. So stupid.
All of them deserve what they got. You know? And then, do you watch Netflix? Does your lady make you watch chick shit? Have you and your lady checked out Sex Life?
No, dude, I won't watch that shit, bro. I'll just go outside. I'm dead serious, dude. I'll just go on my balcony. She can watch whatever she wants. But
see, no, it's got.
We can't agree on something. I just leave.
It's got a lot of sex scenes and shit.
Well, that's good.
That caught me up. That got me caught in it. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it's so stupid that I had to finish. Listen, if this thing wasn't written by a woman, then every woman should be insulted by this fucking show. It is fucking horrible, man. They try to glamorize everything. At one point, this dude brings her into a subway tunnel in New York City. A subway tunnel, because it's so exciting to have sex with her in a subway tunnel. And it was so exciting and thrilling. What turned you on? The smell of or the smell of human shit that must have been permeating? Or was it the fucking water that it hasn't rained in 3 weeks, but there's water all down there on your fucking red bottoms? Is that what turned you on? Was it the rats running across your feet while he was plowing you? There's nothing sexy about having sex in a subway tunnel in New York. It only looks sexy because that wasn't a tunnel in New York. That was a fucking a stage setup. That's why there was no dirty water and the floors look so clean.
Yeah,
she kidding me?
There's a woman who wrote it.
Oh, better be.
And created the show, yeah.
Glamorizing that shit. And then there's all this fucking bathtub and pool sex, which sucks. I'm not going to say I don't do it. And I'm not going to say if you don't got a dope pool, you know, in front of you, not to fuck in it. I'm not going to say that. But let's keep it real. It sucks. It's not the best sex you're going to have. Everything becomes,
Yeah. Which
Or
is
like,
so weird, dude. What's up with that? It doesn't make any sense. You're in the water.
Everything becomes like rubbery and sticky.
Right.
And then even if you got a good stroke, the water starts plop, plop, plop,
Right,
plop,
yeah.
plop, 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 popping up, you know?
Yeah, and then you're like floating and stuff like that. The gravity's all messed up. You need Earth gravity to
It's
really
just, you know,
get it, you know?
it looks good and move, but you know, and they do it throughout the whole movie as if that's whatever, you know. I'm just like, oh my Lord.
Well, this is a
and you
TV
want to
series,
know,
isn't it? This
what
is a
happened?
series? It's a series.
It's a series. I
Oh,
watched the whole
dude,
first season. But you want to know what it tells you, ladies. You should, basically, you should be offended by that show, because basically the show is basically all about, you could give a woman everything and she still won't be satisfied, man.
Is that the name of the show, bro? That's
unless everything you gave her was big dick. Because that's what the whole shit's about, right? This chick got a hot dude, right? He's a nice guy. Like, he's a nice dude. She's sitting there writing about fantasies that she had with her ex. There's a reason why he's the ex. This dude used to, like, you know, not give a shit and abuse her. At one point, she comes home, he just throws all her shit into the fucking things to get the fuck out of here out of nowhere. Right. Blames it on his father running out on him and shit. But his dick hangs to the floor. Because what happens is the husband sees in her diary, because she's like fucking 45 and still got a diary, and he reads all these sexual exploitations she had with this dude. So he hunts him down and follows him into a gym, joins a gym, and follows him into the fucking bathroom, into the showers, to get a look at his dick to see why his wife is still fantasizing about this dude. And this dude's dick, they turn around, that shit hangs to his ankles. He could fuck her from the next room, right? So now I'm just like, oh, no thinking about him.
No one would ever write that. Like, what a horrible...
Dude, it was hysterical. So now, of course, the husband goes home feeling all fucking inadequate. You know what I'm saying?
No man would ever do that. Would you ever do that? Just like chase some dude down to get a look at the size of his dick?
Are you fucking insane? And here's the thing. This dude doesn't even like flip on his wife. He sits there and tries to do all the shit she writes in the thing. So she got herself a man who understands he ain't fulfilling her the way she wants, but he's willing to try. He gives her mad money. They got the fucking crazy house, the 2 kids she wanted, the life she wanted, but his dick don't hang to his ankle. So she goes back to the dude who treated her like shit for the big dick. I'm just like, that is fucking hysterical.
Wow, dude.
And then they show like all these fucking and the funny thing is, like, they show all these. There's this one scene, he gets into the elevator with her. He puts his hands down her panties, and they're getting ready to meet his mother. And he starts fingering her in the elevator. And he tells her, you got 19 floors to come. I'm like, what woman is going to come in 19 floors? Ain't going to happen, dog.
No.
I don't care if they're rubbing it themselves.
Yeah.
Going to take at least 7 minutes. They ain't getting that shit up in 19 floors. Fuck out of here.
Maybe he's got to stop the elevator a little bit on the way up. You know?
Something.
Yeah.
It was just so I'm so tired of all this stupid nonsense that's out there. And that shit was trending. It's trending. That's like one of the top fucking things everyone's watching.
Wow, dude, I don't think those trending things
corrupting that. Ladies, stop corrupting your minds. They're making all that shit look like that shit is good. Then you try that shit and it ain't good. And they lying to you.
So G, I have a conspiracy about the Netflix trending things. I don't think they're trending. I think it's just what they're trying to push, and they call it trending. I think that's what it is.
Of course.
I think it's whatever they think you might be into.
It's the agenda they want to push.
Yeah.
And the agenda of that whole series is that women, just it's almost like they try to do a change, like the dude's the stay-at-home dude taking care of the kids, and this is what men have been putting women through all their lives. It's almost like that kind of a spin to it. I don't give a fuck. Do mama. Go out there and fuck in a fucking tunnel. But don't get upset when you do that and you see fucking, you know, rat shit in your shoes and it stinks, and then you got like all kinds of crazy infections, because that's what's gonna come with that. Same thing with that pool sex, when all that fucking and all that fucking chlorine and shit get up in that coochie, it's not gonna be fun. You know, beach sex looks great until you're cleaning fucking sand, you know, sand out the cutlet. So I'm just saying, like, stop lying to these women, man. Women wonder why their men can't satisfy them. Stop playing with toys that fucking have robot arms and they go like this and like this and like this and blah, 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 blah. That's not what a dick does. Right. So then you wonder why your man's dick don't satisfy you. I don't know, man. Fucking stand on your head and spin them around. Maybe that shit will feel the way it's supposed to feel. Right. They don't even make it look like dicks anymore. They're trying to get people to just not fuck each other. Well, you know what I'm saying? Because there's one agenda that's trying to get rid of women. Right. Right. You got one agenda trying to get rid of women. And then you got another agenda trying to get rid of men. You know, you got the agenda of you know, fucking these real life fucking looking dolls, you know, that look like real women, and they're trying to make them look more and more real. And they got ones now that can learn. They can develop opinions. Mm-hmm. And if that's the case, what do you need the fucking doll for? Well, isn't the reason getting the doll is so they don't form no fucking opinions? Now I gotta listen to my doll fucking bam, 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 and I just want to put the fucking doll in the closet. And she's like, "You don't talk to me anymore. I don't want this to just be about sex." You pull it out next time, and now she got an attitude because your fucking sex doll no longer wants it to be about sex. Yeah. Fucking ridiculous. How really are you gonna make these things?
I mean, there is, you know, a lot of people who will have the theory that, you know, that's the future of human civilization. You know, you keep modernizing and keep going down this technological road, we're not going to need to reproduce sexually anymore, like we do. I mean, that's what in vitro is, isn't it?
Because I mean, like I said, the dude, and it's going the other way with the dudes. They got shit.
Right? Isn't that in vitro is like
they got
artificial...
toys that are fucking hooked up. Black and Decker makes a fucking dildo. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Black. Who can hang with a Black and Decker dildo? How are you going to hang with a black and look at your face? I just taught you something. It's been a while since I taught you something. It's nice to know that I still got some things in the old attic that 5-pounder. Yeah, no, but then they'll hook that shit up to a fucking Black and Decker fucking saw shit and forget about it. That is fucking, what is that, 5 pounds? 5 pounds of dildo.
16.25 inches.
Dude, and they'll fucking, all right, that's enough dildos on my screen, dude. That's a few too many dildos on my screen. You got that up much too quick, dog. To be honest, I'm gonna be quick. That's probably the quickest you've ever gotten anything up. You're becoming very suspect right now, dog. I'm just trying to say.
Dude, this thing is 600.
Just so you know, it's keeping
$30.
Did that say $630 for a fucking Sexy Flesh Moby 3? Oh, that shit is 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
3 feet tall. What the fuck are you gonna do with a 3 foot tall dildo? 3 feet.
Bro.
That's...
Do you see this, dude? These are user submitted photos from Amazon.
He's throwing punches at it, yo. Kudos to you.
Found this gadget under my wife's side of the bed. Don't know how she didn't notice it, but I'm guessing that the movers accidentally left it when we move in. Dude, who is this fucking hero? If anybody knows this guy, please tell him to call into Rated G.
Oh my God, that is hysterical. That's hysterical. Dude, I saw a thing today. It was an ankle. It was an ankle with a calf. And it was a pocket pussy on top of the calf. So it's like you're fucking a foot. Yeah, look that one up. I bet you don't find that one as quick as you found the dildos. Look at that. Look how long it's taking you. It's a fucking foot. It's the ankle or the foot pocket pussy or some shit like that. I'm telling you, they do the craziest, sickest shit. They sell fucking rubber fist, dog. Fist. Who's playing with these toys, man? Scary. Did you find it?
Yeah, but I'm like
foot.
looking this stuff up
The
with the Amazon
pocket
account
pussy.
with my girl, bro. She's gonna log on to Amazon and be like, yo, what the fuck are you looking
You're
at?
gonna see that big, huge dildo and be like, what the fuck did I get myself into? That's funny as fuck. That one dude used it to hang his fucking coat on. Come on, where's the other one? Where's the ankle one? You didn't find it? You didn't find it? I bet you I'll find it quicker than you fuck. You find those dildos real quick, though, I'll tell you that. Those you got no problem finding, right?
No, I got it right here.
Where is it? Let's see.
You talking about this? Oh, you're talking about this one up here too. This one.
The one to you up to the left, right? Yeah, look at that. See,
one.
it's a foot with a pocket. What the? And that one gives you 2 feet. The one I saw was 1 foot. The toenails were painted and shit. Look at all this crazy shit that people make just to avoid having to fucking pay for dinner. You know, I mean, you save a lot of money through masturbation.
Dude, but it's,
you know,
but you lose so much as a, like, what are these people doing in
these are people that have no friends, man.
Yeah, and it's call Mean G. Mean G will talk to you.
You know, I mean, not the dildo shit. Chicks can fuck with dildos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the guys doing this.
the dude fucking a foot. You're fucking a foot, dog. You know, even if you're into feet, did that turn you on? You're into feet. You really would want to like fuck a calf.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so stupid. It's the dumbest shit. I don't know. Whatever. What are you gonna do? You know, I guess some people who can't get any. I mean, how can you not get anybody nowadays? There's a fucking hookup
bro.
shit for everything.
Yeah, apps. Yeah, apps for everything.
There's a hookup app for everything. There's got to be one for, you know, lonely motherfuckers who can't find no one else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's got to be on both sides of the fence, man.
Yep.
You know, you got some chicks out there looking, you know, and then some dudes looking, you know.
Well, there's honestly, bro, there's no excuse for a woman because there's always going to be a guy out there.
Not necessarily, dude. You ever seen that movie, Good Luck Chuck?
Yeah.
You seen Good Luck Chuck?
I have not. No. Hey, Mr. Boots.
Well, in that movie, man, there's this chick on because it's supposed to be whenever a chick hooks up with him, the next man she meets is the man she's gonna marry.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's called. So all these women start trying to date him. And to find out if it's actually real, he goes and he has sex with this like crazy, she was just like disgusting, dude, like shit growing off her, like zits and horrible. Come on, man, that's like, you know, I can't. Yeah. So there's some chicks out there that you know, could use a fucking app like that. Like the dudes. You're not even paying attention to me. What are you doing?
I am. Yeah, dude, I'm listening. Just like
What are you looking at? What's going on?
I
want to be a part of what's going on in Brian's world. What's going on in Brian's world?
I'm looking at our past Instagram messages to see if there was a topic I wanted to bring up before we ended the show.
Oh, why? You ready to go? Your lady just got home?
No, she's been home, but I'm getting hungry.
Oh, mira, I thought he got to eat. Get fancy. He needs to get food in his system. God forbid.
I might go out for Mexican food tonight.
Yeah. Stay away from those fucking
spicy. I don't like it spicy. Excuse me, sir. Do you have any blander taco meat than this? This is a little too spicy for me.
Look, he could be anything he wants to be, people. I judge him not. I've told him that a million times, man. I judge him not. You know, I feel bad that he makes his lady have to play the charade as if he's some sort of politician and he has to keep up some sort of appearance. But, you know, we don't.
What does that mean, bro? What do you mean by that? What was, I didn't even, ladies and gentlemen, he took a shot. I just don't even know what the shot was. I know that was offensive. I just don't know why I'm offended.
I don't know why you're offended either.
Well, so let's just run it back. Tell me that again.
To be honest, I don't remember what I said. You're just gonna have to watch the podcast.
That's because it didn't make any sense, bro. You're like, even his lady doesn't, all right, so here.
No, I said, I you could be who you want to be. I just feel bad that you drag your lady into this, having to put up this facade as if you're some sort of politician. You don't have to put up a facade. You don't have to drag, we accept you for who you are, no matter what you are.
Which is what?
I don't know. You could be a boot fucker for all I know. And by boots, I mean your dog.
Best joke of the episode. Hands down the best joke of the episode right there. Perfect. Perfect timing, bro. Well executed. Well executed.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, that was kind of a quick one. I was a little under the weather today, and he's on a short leash.
This was like an hour and a half.
Well, that's why we started early today.
Yeah. But that's here, real quick. I want to show this one video before we wrap this shit up. This is something I had sent to you the other day that I saw from Barstool. So did you see this shit?
Oh, where the dude jumps out and starts.
So this guy's honking the horn.
Yeah.
This is in New York City, and this guy just gets out and starts fucking dancing.
I know. And he keeps dancing and dancing.
Taunting this motherfucker. He got the moves too, bro.
Yeah, but at one point would you just sit there and be like laughing? I'd be laughing. He's a big dude. He could have came at the truck.
He just goes for it, bro. Oh my god.
You sent me some other shit of a whole bunch of people like running somewhere. What the fuck was that?
What else did I say?
Like on some ship? What was it? Like people fucking trying to get into, I don't know. You be sending me some crazy
bro,
shit.
Yo, this was crazy. So this is I want to give a big shout out real quick to the Instagram account Only in Dade, right? Only in Dade, people. Here it is on Instagram. Just a little South Florida shout out. I don't think Gary likes my South Florida shout outs.
Nah. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, because I didn't pew pew it? Well, it's your shout out. You got to pew pew it.
Well, you can pew pew. So this is in South Florida. Look at this shit. Look at this.
Are they chasing that man?
Dog.
So what is that? What am I looking at?
So what you're looking at is people coming to America for the first time via boat from the Caribbean. Where are they from? Really? I don't know. Haiti, Cuba, Key West, or the Bahamas.
So that's how they do it. They just hit the ground running.
Yeah, dog. That's exactly how they do it.
And
you
have no idea where you're running to.
Yeah.
Nobody to meet.
You're just getting the soil, bro. You're just hitting that fucking land and you're running.
Damn.
My guess is these are Cubans or Haitians, if I had to take a guess, because those are the two countries that's real fucked up in the Caribbean right now.
And they're gonna be running back out soon when they see how fucked up it is over here.
Yeah, I know, bro. Ain't that the truth?
How did things get so crazy?
Yeah.
Oh man, I saw some fucking. It's a whole other thing, but I started getting caught up in the whole R. Kelly thing again.
Oh,
because I think the trial's going on now. I think. Because they've been posting up new stuff all about like day 3 of the trial, day 4 of the trial. I'm like, oh, all right.
I haven't been watching any of it. I'm gonna brush up on it so we can talk about it.
Yo, dude, I heard some testimony. He would make this chick put shit on her face and rub it in her face. Yeah, craziness shit.
So he was on some weird shit.
The same chick, supposedly in her testimony, in her testimony, she alleges that he popped off on her face and made her leave it there, and then called in like his assistant, who's a female, and made her sit there and have a conversation with her with his load all over her face. Crazy shit. Like he was into some crazy shit, yo.
Right.
Making his boy, making her sleep with his boy. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I don't know how that once again, I don't watch the news. I'm getting this off all this YouTube stuff that just started getting posted. So every day they've been posting up a new one, and it's, so I guess it's going on now.
Right.
I could be wrong. Maybe the trial already happened and I don't even know, but supposedly.
No, he's in the trial right now.
Yeah, he's in the trial right now, dude. And there's some crazy testimony going on about that. It's insane. I was watching it last night because I couldn't sleep because I can't fucking sleep with whatever the fuck I got. But yeah, that shit was fucking insane. Insane.
Chicago.
The testimony coming out of there is crazy, yo.
The Pied Piper.
Fucking that shit got me so bugging. I started looking like all his old interviews when they asked him, "Do you like having sex with teenagers?" And he goes, "Well, define teenagers." You know, but I mean, in a sense, he would have been better, you know, saying, "Listen, I don't mess with no one underage," which is what he said. But still,
Right.
They'll get like 30 something fucking with 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds.
Yeah, it's really weird. Wow, dude,
You know,
I didn't know he
can't
was married to Aaliyah.
I'm not going to say it can't happen, you know, and it is legal technically. But if that's all the time, then that didn't just happen. Like you happen to meet one person that happened to be like 19 and you somehow connected on some level. No, you do that, you know. And they said that dude would always go for the one with the braces, the youngest looking one. He's a freak, man. I was never a fan of R. Kelly.
Right. Yeah, dude. And then yeah.
You might believe he could fly. I never found him to be so fly. I was never a fan of R. Kelly. Never. I thought his music was stupid. I Believe I Can Fly is probably his best fucking track. But other than that, all that other booty shit, I never cared for it. I'm not dissing you for liking it, but I'm just saying I never liked the dude. The only album I liked that he did was the one he did with Jay-Z, Best of Both Worlds. And then, you know, this whole shit came out. That's like 20 years ago, probably. That's crazy how long this motherfucker's been out there doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing this shit for over 2 decades. That ain't crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy. I was just reading some stuff with Aaliyah, the singer.
Oh, yeah. See, even with that, though, like one dude said it the best. When that first came out, people kind of thought of it as they were just really in love. It was one of those things that what forbidden love, Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, really? It was like that then, huh?
Well, he married her. They got married.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
And then it got annulled. She was 15. He was like 26, 27.
Dog, that's so gross, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy, right? Yeah.
And he's doing that, like, being famous. Like, that's...
Dude, and yeah. Well, that's why he got away with it, because they were both famous. So it was kind of like Hollywood, you know, like people kind of were able to go, but that's how many years back, dude? That's over 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah, because she died in like 2001, bro.
And that's what I'm saying, man. It's like, and then, you know, from there, it's like nothing but accusations for the next 20 fucking years. And you got to hear the shit that's going on in this fucking trial, dude. It's insane. I'm going to do some brushing up on it. Why not? Next episode, we'll talk about R. Kelly. Oh, dude, he's back in the mix again.
Oh man, bro. And the album Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. Oh god, dude. It all
dude,
so
it's
creepy
insane.
Looking back on
it. That's what I'm saying. I used to like the album with him and Jay-Z until this shit popped out. And then he had that song, Girl, You Got That Little Body, yaddy, yaddy. You know, I like it little, but I'm like, oh, it's so creepy now. Yeah. I used to love that song, man. And it's creepy now. I used to think it meant short chicks. That shit meant young, underage. Fucking ugh. Yeah, he's a slimer.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to watch.
It's not even, dude, and it's not even just that. It's not even like that. They're just underage. The shit he does with them, it makes them do. He's insane, and that's coming from a dude who, you know, I'm a fucking sick puppy, but I ain't doing no fucking shit like the shit this motherfucker. What is sexual about fucking feces?
I have no idea, dude. Yeah, he's just a fucking creep.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's just a creep.
Ugh. And he's so like self-centered and like you could see he thinks he can't be touched.
Yeah.
Something about that makes me so happy to see them when they get touched. Well, arrogance.
Let me
go do what you gotta do.
Start watching some of this. Yeah.
All right, baby. Listen, guys, we want to thank you for hanging out, watching another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia, and of course Brian Licata. If you haven't, man, subscribe to our Patreon, man. If you haven't told nobody about us, what you waiting for? Why are you keeping it a secret, man? Don't keep us all to yourself. Share us with your friends. Share us on your pages. Subscribe, like. If you haven't checked out my special yet, man, what are you waiting for? All right, YouTube, check it out. You have not seen me yet tonight, Gary G. Garcia. Follow me, Gary G. Garcia, on any kind of form of media. Brian, video guy, right?
Brian, the video guy. Yep. And shout
Brian,
out
the video
to
guy.
all the people on my new job watching our podcast. There's a couple people.
We won't mention the name of the job because we want to keep it. Yeah, man. And you can always find me at AC Jokes, baby. Monday nights, come check us out over at Grizzly Pear. Me and my man Adam Gable. Other than that, AC Jokes, acjokes.com. Big up to AC Jokes family. And that's another episode of Rated G, Gabby Petito. Peace.